Hi friends, it's Mrs. Beers. In packet number 4 that you have got in the mail, there were a lot of pages on the 3 R's. So reduce, reuse, recycle. There was also some papers in there about compost. So I wanted to make this little video for you so that you understand what these things are and some examples of them. So the first one is reduce. Reduce means to use something less. So one really cool thing that you could do just at home is to use less water. That means maybe when you're brushing your teeth, you don't leave the water running, you turn it off while you're scrubbing, and then when you need to use it, turn it back on. Another thing you could do is save energy by turning the lights off when you're not in the room. So when you walk in, you can turn it on, but when you leave, you should always turn it off. You can also use fronts and backs of paper. That helps not to be so wasteful and to use as many. Another one is to reuse. Reuse means to use something again. So one thing Mrs. Beers usually does is I reuse this water bottle. Instead of buying water bottles at the store, I just fill this one back up and use it again. Another one would be to reuse other plastics or cans. So something that we did at my house is we used some soup cans. We painted them so they were nice. And what we do is we stack them up and then we use the ball and we throw it at them to knock them over, kind of like a bowling game. My son really likes this, and it's a very cool way to reuse things around home. Another one is to recycle. So recycling means to take new items, to make new items that were old. So like things that we can recycle would be like glass, paper, cans, plastic. Some of those things can be melted down and made into new things. So I have some examples here for you. The first one is glass. I have a jelly jar and a salsa. These are both made of glass, and when I'm finished with them, I can recycle them and they'll be melted down to make new jars. Another thing that we can recycle are cans. This is a can of soup, so we can recycle these. Plastic. There's an empty iced tea bottle, an empty milk jug. We can take these to the recycling bin to recycle. Another thing is paper can be recycled, and cardboard. So here's a cereal box. When I'm finished with this can get taken to a recycling center to be recycled. So they'll make new items from these old things. And the last part I really wanted to talk to you about, this might be something you've never heard of before, is compost. Compost is decayed organic material used to make improve soil for gardening. So it sounds really gross, but it's kind of neat. So things that you can use in a compost bin could be like banana peels, or even a whole banana if it was rotten and you didn't want to eat it. Any kind of skin, maybe like from a potato. This is a kiwi. My son, we don't eat the skin on a kiwi, so we cut it off. And you can put the skins from kiwis in there. You can put potato skins in there. Leaves in the fall. You guys rake a lot of leaves, I'm sure. All of those things get put into a compost bin to be decomposed. Your apple cores, we don't really eat that part, but we don't need to throw it in the trash to go to the dump. We can just put it in our compost bin. So if you have gardens at home, if mom and dad garden, or even your grandma and grandpa, or if you just wanted to maybe try it out and do some gardening this year for yourself, you can use your compost bin. It will kind of make a really dark, rich soil looking stuff, and you just throw it on your garden and it should grow really strong and healthy. So thank you so much for watching the video, and I hope that this cleared some things up, and happy recycling.